Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. Excuse me. Whew. This is my quick recap of the season finale of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. When I tell you this season finale was so there are no words. It was so all over the place. That's what it is. It was so all over the place. I was trying to figure out, wait a minute, so what's going on? What's going on? Anyway, we start off, actually, no. I'm just going to go and do this based off of impact. Let's start off with Applewatts. Applewatts, she's doing her thing. And by doing her thing, I mean she has to go and get that DNA test because her father mentioned that, oh, he may not even be the father. How does he know that he's the father? And now that I know what I know, I'm thinking, what type of game is he playing? Because we see them get the cotton swab so that the DNA test is going to occur. It occurs and Applewatts opens it up, but the way how it's structured, it is weird because I've seen like the actual raw data. It is weird. So she's like, she doesn't know what it's saying. So he reads it and says that there's a 0.001% chance that this man is the paternal father, meaning he is not the dad. He is not the daddy. He is not Applewatts' father. And he's been playing games this entire time. He's been playing games this entire time. This poor girl. So she dealt with this man who was really pushy, trying to go and be super involved in her life. That's when he goes and tells her, oh, I actually knew you weren't my daughter. I took a paternity test when your mother was pregnant or when you were first born. And I knew that I wasn't the father. And so then, yeah, you're my daughter, didn't have anything to do with you. I came around 7 years ago because I felt like I saw how your life turned out and you need some direction. You needed some direction and she was just over it because she was like, that's weird. Who pretends to be someone's father and not even at least tells them that, you know, biologically I'm not your father, but I want to be in your life. That's completely different than you saying that you are the daddy, but oh no, I actually knew I wasn't the daddy and I wasn't going to tell you because you just need a father figure. I just wanted to help you. No, I watch Forts Rocks. She's another YouTuber. If you're not familiar with her, I don't know how you're not, but if you're not familiar with her, she's super funny, but she also has a lot of intel that she knows and is also given to her by her fans and supporters. A couple of her people, or maybe she told her that, hey, he was one of the guys in Greenleaf that was a part of the Calvary Church board members. If you look at one of the episodes where they had that round table, he was in there. So he said, oh, so he's an actor. So he's been acting for Applewatts all of her life. And that explains why he talked about getting a percentage. I'm full out opportunist. I felt so bad for Applewatts. I felt so bad for her because she does not deserve that. Very few people deserve that type of betrayal. She is not one of them. That was horrible. That was horrible. That is, and the way how he did it. So then once that was over, she went and apparently she contacted Shun Love, and Shun Love was asking her, why am I here? Why am I here? That's when she goes and says, well, took the DNA test and he's actually not my father. He's never been my father. And he knew. And Shun Love just had this look of, I didn't actually expect that to happen, but come here. And Applewatts was like, no, I'm not in that hugging stuff. Let's go to the studio. Let's just go and work. Let's just go. And once they got in the car, she started crying, and she wasn't like crying unconsolable, but she was just so upset. You know, when you're upset and you're just trying to keep it in and hold it in. And so then you start crying or your eyes start tearing up at the very least, or they get red because you're just ready to go. You just, that was her. And Shun Love said, look, now that I'm in your life, I'm not going anywhere. I don't hop in and out of people's lives. So I'm still here. Let's go work. Let's get this money. But even if this does not work out, which it will, but even if this doesn't work out for whatever reason, we're still going to be cool. I hope that's true. That's just horrible. Anyway, the rest of the episode is as followed. Ray J goes and talks to actually the baby shower. So Ray J and Princess Love have the baby shower for their daughter, who is so cute. She is so cute. She is so cute. So cute. Oh, she's so cute. She's so cute. But it just distracted me. This is so cute. Anyway, once that at the baby shower, we see Ray J, he talks to A1, and he actually invites A1 to, A1 invites him to the, wedding ceremony that him and Lyrica are gonna have. And it was nice. It was nice because it's, apparently they are friends, they are close, they are good. So it's one of those things where you feel like, okay, he apologized, but he also kind of put it on Safari, like, look, I was regurgitating information that was being told to me. No, you were spinning information. You were spinning information. But A1 forgives him because it sounds like A1 doesn't really have that many friends. A lot of adult people don't really have that many friends. So that to me, that's not the issue. The issue is A1's just like, as long as someone's saying they're going to be in my corner, I'm going to rock with them. Later on, Safari and A1 meet up, and Safari doesn't do himself. Safari says that he never slept with Lyrica. That's what he's saying, and Lyrica also said that. So Safari's saying that he never slept with Lyrica. He apologizes because A1 asks, well, what about pictures? He's like, pictures? I didn't send her any picture. Okay, what about video? I'm thinking, Safari, really? That's not how you're going to win him over. That's not how you're going to do yourself any favors. What are you doing? More importantly, what are you saying? Because you're not making any sense right now. You're not making any sense right now because you're still doing that. I don't know if I should say this yet. Where's Mona Scott Young? Should I go and say this now or say this now? Anyway, Safari later on goes and meets up with Ray J, and Safari says, Ray, why'd you tell A1 and other people that I slept with Lyrica? I never actually slept with Lyrica. Rockstar was there too. Rockstar was telling the story of how he was hitting it from the back as far as Lyrica's concerned, and he was doing this, he was doing that. He was wearing some mask as if he was going out in the desert. I said, I'm not amused anymore. I'm not amused. I am not amused anymore. But Ray J wanted to make it clear that, Safari, I said what I said because when I was asking you questions, your answers were all but essentially saying, he was like, well, I didn't say this or I didn't say that. Well, what about the video? Well, essentially it sounds like Safari and Lyrica didn't have sex, but they did flirt. Lyrica let Safari know that there's issues going on in the relationship, and Safari was the consoling friend who was probably going in trying to dip his hand in the cookie jar. One thing led to, because Safari's a ladies' man, so one thing led to another, and if they were broken up around the time that Safari and Lyrica were still talking, maybe something more could have happened. That's what it seems like. So now Safari is irritated at Ray J because he's like, Ray, really? Causing all this trouble, why? And I said, Safari, really? You could have said, y'all on some BS, I would never do that. And keep it pushing. But I understand this is TV, so everything has to happen within its correct time. It's the season finale, so now everything has to occur now. We jump from that to Ray J. We jump from that to where do I want to go next? Who else was a player this season? Okay, Brooke, Princess Love, Nikki Baby, sorry, and who was the other person? Was it Paris? No, it wasn't Paris. Yeah, because there's two separate situations. So there's one situation where Nikki Baby was sitting down with Marcus and Brooke, and Nikki Baby apologized to Brooke because she said, I was in my feelings, and so I said what I said, and Brooke was like, oh, thank you. I said, Brooke, where's her apology? Did you catch that? There wasn't a real formal apology from Brooke. I caught that. But Brooke, being Brooke, starts going and spieling her own business. And she's talking about how, Marcus is going and liking, Amber Zirconium's pictures and Zubik Zirconium's pictures and Marcus was just looking at her like, really? This is what I said, Marcus. This is the woman that you're going to be marrying. This is the woman that you love. You know who she is already. That's not the problem. The problem is that you don't like who she is sometimes, but you know who she is. After that, we then get, so there was that. There wasn't much to that. There's a separate scene. It might have been at the vow renewal, I should say, of A1 and Lyrica, where it was Princess Love. It was, oh Lord, it was Moniece. Not Moniece, I'm sorry. It was Brooke and two other people. And, Lyrica. Well, yeah, Lyrica was there. So Lyrica feels a certain way. Lyrica feels a certain way because it's like, Brooke's supposed to be my friend. If you're supposed to be my friend, why would you go and say that stuff? Why would you? And Brooke said, I was just regurgitating stuff that you were saying to me and stuff that I was hearing. I wasn't making up any lies. I said, Brooke, that's not the point. The point is, why would you even go and repeat that anyway? Why would you go and repeat that anyway? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't compute. And that's our problem with you. That's our actual problem with you. So if she doesn't want to apologize for that, remember to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe and come back. I think, again, it's another situation where Lyrica, I don't know if she apologized, but Brooke didn't really apologize. Princess was riding for Lyrica, and Brooke didn't like it. What I will say is, don't say it if you don't mean it. So Brooke wasn't going to say it because she wasn't going to mean it. So I was fine with her doing that, or I should say not doing that. Let's see. Willie, what's his name? Sam Willie? Tate Willie? Jay Will. So Jay Will has this event. It was actually a bigger event than the Pride event he was supposed to go to, and Mr. Ray set it up so great, and he's performing as Jay Will. Super happy, super pumped. And I said, okay, the performance is fine for what it is. I don't know the song, but I mean, this isn't bad. It's not any worse than the Love and Hip Hop performances we normally see. So go Jay Will. My problem is him. It was like maybe 30 seconds of the performance and a minute and a half of him talking to LaBrittany. And so LaBrittany's going to stay out there in LA. And so LaBrittany's also going and just making sure she's cool with everyone. You can burn bridges when you're off in the way. But if the bag isn't secured, then you need to make sure that you do everything you can to make sure it's secure. Ensure that it's secure. And that's what she's doing. Her and Jay Will, they apologized to each other. I said, wow, real apologies. That means they really had no issues at all. That means that was for the cameras. As we knew it was for the cameras. Next thing we know, actually, let me just go and talk. Before the vow renewal, A1 has to talk to his mom. And that's not the funny part. The funny part is his mother is still over it. Of course she doesn't like the fact that this other person outside of the Bentley family is saying, oh, Bentleys can't come. A1 is actually co-signing and saying, correct. At least with Mama Lyrica, she's overall supporting our union. Her issue was never us two being together. It was how I was treating her daughter in the relationship, or how she felt I was treating her daughter in the relationship. Not, oh, we need to just go and separate and it just needs to be over. So that's why I feel like he's kind of siding more with her than his own mom, because Mama Pam isn't having that. Mama Pam still feels like it's some bull. She still feels like it makes no sense regarding why would you go and just pretend like it's happy ever after. Fine, you're gonna have the wedding vow renewal. Cool. What if all the rest of us can come? He said at this point, Floyd's wife, Patricia, she can't come. And if that means that, Lloyd's wife can't come, and that means Lloyd can't come either, out of respect for his wife, fine. And you too. I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute now. We're doing a little bit too much now. Excuse me. And he put it out there. He was like, my wife now is my life. And at the end of today, tomorrow, the day after that, day after that, day after that, that child is mine. That Lyrica's my wife. If you have an issue with it, then I'm sorry, you can't come either. And part of me felt a little hurt for Pam. I understand where A1's coming from, because, again, I don't think we're used to seeing someone actually prioritize their wife over their mom. I don't think we're used to that, because usually we don't see that. Especially we saw how with Ray J, he loves Princess, but while Mama Sonia was talking, it was like Princess who? Almost. As far as her opinions. And I think that's why this kind of threw me off. But I said, okay, hopefully she shows up. Hopefully. She actually didn't show up. Instead, she went to Nigeria. Remember, in last week's episode, she talked about getting a new man, and he lived in Nigeria. And apparently she's married. I don't know if she's going to stay over there now, but apparently she's married. She looks happy, so shout out to Mama Pam. I don't know what her new last name is, but shout out to Mama Pam. Let's just jump right to the wedding, because I don't think... Oh, I know that Paris, she's taking her her movie acting career more seriously, so she's going to focus on that. But we see a bunch of double agents, because now we get to the vow renewal. And at the vow renewal, we had A1's mother. I forgot what song it is. It's a song that we know, but I forgot what song it is. I'm so upset, because she was... some parts I said, Other parts I said, okay, I feel it. I feel the emotion. I feel it. Love. She did not sound like that. I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding. But what we do know is that she performs for her life. Loves a woman. That's basically what she was singing. Something in that vein. And that album, the artwork for her single, I said, what is this? Okay. Lyrica Senior, we respect you. Your mother, we respect you. Or at least I do. Now, everyone's there. We get to the, if you want to go and say your vows. Lyrica's just saying she loves her husband through everything, the strife, trouble, tribulation. She loves her husband. She loves that he's going to be the father to her son. She's just thankful that they were able to come back together. And then A1, I thought that he was going to say he can't do this, which wouldn't make any sense because they're still together today and seem happier than ever. But he actually said, I love you. And I love you so much, I can't see me with anyone else. And so I said, oh, how sweet. And that's why she breaks down, because she probably thought this man might just go and say screw it and leave me here at this altar after everything that we've been through. Which, with this show, that was possible too. So they're able to go, kiss, kiss, hug, hug. Now, once that's done, now we get bring, bring. Hello? Jay Will goes and calls someone. I'm thinking, so who's he call? Jay Will calls Moniece and said, yeah, Princess is here. I said, oh. Because Jay Will and LaBrittany were talking to someone. Was it to Paris? It was to someone. And I'm thinking, or maybe it was Amber Diamond. I'm not sure who it was. What I do know is he calls up Moniece. Moniece pulls up because, of course, she was just waiting until the festivities were over. That's all that really was. She comes in, and in her usual Moniece, she goes, so I'm right here, Princess. You said that once you dropped the baby that gave birth, it was on. So I'm here. If we have a problem, then we have a problem. If we want to talk it in her Cardi B, but calmly. If we want to talk it out, we can talk it out. If we want to walk it out, we can walk it out. What do you want to do? Princess is like, screw you, bleep this, bleep that. She starts throwing drinks. She takes all the drinks off the table, starts throwing it, then starts throwing the glass. Hitting security. Security better have gotten paid time and a half because they got hit with everything. At one point, Moniece was just like, I am above this. I am beyond this. If this is what she's going to do, then I'm not going to do it. That one drink, and Princess threw it so effortlessly. She learned it from her husband because that throw, it went, psh. Moniece said, freak this therapy and medication. Let's go. So she goes, gets the tape. She goes, gets the cake. And it looked like it was a small 2-layer cake and 2-tier cake. Takes it, throws it. And that throw was so immaculate. It went poof. And the Princess, all the face and security all in his back. I know I shouldn't be laughing because this is stupid foolery and comedy, but this is the foolery that I like. I don't want to see ladies put their hands on each other, but if you're going to throw some stuff, then throw some stuff. Just don't throw anything that will actually hurt the person. If you're going to embarrass them a little bit, embarrass them a little bit because this wasn't one-sided. Eventually, they both were getting amped. Princess, first of all, Princess, she really didn't want to fight. And you can tell because she wasn't angry enough. She went and kind of walked and then started to run because she was probably thinking, do I really want to do this? Yeah. I'm thinking, where's Ray J? I'm looking around thinking, Ray J, you were invited. Where's Ray J? Because I saw everyone else, including A1, looking over like, oh my gosh, the ghetto. Woo! Woo! Jesus. So then after that happened, that's why I can't park by anyone because I had to plumb full in this car. Then after that happened, security, Moniece got tired of this and was like, you know what? I'm going to go. I'm over this. Gets in the car, leaves. Bling, bling. Next person calls up. I think it was Paris. Like, okay, Marcus is here. I said, what? Bowie comes out of the car. And now Bowie was just like, look, Marcus, you have my girl out here looking crazy. She doesn't have any brothers out here. She doesn't have any really family around her. So you're supposed to be the provider, protector. But she's going and getting all these fights and doing all this stuff because of your actions. I'm thinking, no, she's doing that because this is Brooke. And Brooke does whatever Brooke wants to do. Brooke wanted to go and mess with Amber Diamond. So she was going to go and mess with Amber Diamond. She just didn't think a fight would ensue. And that was more so because of Shun Love. And not even Amber Diamond. So now he's upset. And Marcus is just like, what if you want to scrap? What, so you love her? You still want it? What, you want to scrap? You want to go? So then Marcus starts charging forward. And then he starts charging forward. He continues to charge forward. He keeps going. And then he stops. Then goes. Then stops. Then security has it. He was like, get off of me. Get off of me. What's wrong with you? Get off of me. Get off of me. Booby charges forward once. But I said, Booby. 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 No. There's money on the line. This show is not paying you enough. I know for a fact this show is not paying you more than the residuals and the other money you're making. Stop doing this mess. Stop it. So then Booby stops. He kind of laughs like, hey. Oh, now you're mad? Okay, now I'll go. So he gets in the car and leaves. this dang show. So now the end of the show is basically Ray J and Princess Love. They're going to do whatever. Rockstar's going to do whatever. Brooke and Marcus, even though they fight and have issues, they still love each other. They're going to be together. He's not going to cheat on her. She's not going to go and just do her own thing. Lyrica and A1, they're family first, and everyone else is pretty much second. LaBrittany, she's going to pursue her dreams. Jay Will's going to pursue his dreams. Tierra Marie, why'd they hire all those camera people to go? But she's going to focus on what matters most. So does that mean we're not going to see you with Akbar? Because that's all we actually want to know. Are you going to stop that? We will accept everything else as long as you stop that. Not say you're going to, but actually stop that. So reunion looks like it's going to be good. K. Michelle is working on her music and finding her sound. I said, oh, those vocals sound good. They sound pitched higher, but it sounds good. Because K. Michelle can sing, so that's not the issue. So it's like, oh, that's one way to actually use the voice that you have that's great and not use auto-tune. Oh, K. Michelle, teach these people, because that was cool. That was cool. But that was it. If there's anything else I missed it on purpose. Come back.
Remember to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe and come back.